Going play action. Ritter. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but... from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gano's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Takes it to about the 37. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw there complete to Allen. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Ritter headed right off the option. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Ritter now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Blaster, 6. Smash, red. Steal, black. Cut.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jalen Hyatt was the intended target, and it's 3rd down and 2. But you look at this defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Half jumbo.
Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, Because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Ritter. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
6, mega. White. Hut.
First down. Here's Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, 51 yards. And the Bisons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready. Set.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Tokyo first down.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 47-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And as a result, possession switches hands. On play action, here's Ritter. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Come on,
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready?
Ritter with it after the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Allen has it, left side. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it's 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll run for it with Pollard. The 20. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragonz' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely.
That's caught inside the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Darius Slayton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bisons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set, ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go set.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones escaping the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Ready.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Ready.
Ritter off the play fake. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready, set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Blaster. Black shot. Set.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Jones now. Off play action. Got a man. It's high and complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Bryson.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On second and a long way to go. Jones. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for the touchdown. Lawrence Cager, 34 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Dragonz 8. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First down and 10. At their own
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Ritter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. There he goes left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's good for 28 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jones going to change it up here. On third down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And it's caught. Touchdown. Lawrence Cager, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bisons are an extra point away from going up by 30. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Jones on first down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Jones pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. It's caught left side by Cooks. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
Ritter's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and a yard.
Here's Ritter. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Strikers, 3-3.
Ritter going to sneak it.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Watch out now, 50.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the books.
Ready up.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8.
22 needle.
This time, Ritter choosing to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. 16 yards, a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They run the option here on first and 10.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Desmond Ritter, a 23-yard run.
And the Dragons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialed. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first and
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because...
And my goodness, another interception.
Jones pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready?
Going play action. Ritter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Ritter now.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Jones. Now this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Now Jones throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that Ritter cannot escape and they bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Black Ultra.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's Deontay Banks with it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
It's caught at the 10. And touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football